Hello and welcome to Positively Sparta. I'm your host, Nikki Morville. Today, to kick off our show, I am here at Sparta High School with the principal of Sparta, Janet Ferrero, and we are talking all about Sparta's school year, what we have in store. Janet, on this beautiful weather week, we're going to fly right into the school year, nice, calm, cool temperatures, right? So we can have these kids nice and cool on their first day of school. What do we have in store this year?
Sure, Nikki. Thank you. And Jerry both for being here today with us. We have a lot of exciting things, and we're looking forward to the school year. Besides our academic programs, which we always strive to offer our students the best academic programs we possibly could offer. We also offer a great number of athletics and co-curriculars, and we're just looking for a positive start to the year, as always.
As always, Sparta has quite the reputation for being one of the strongest schools academically, athletically, like you said. What makes Sparta so special? Because you've got a huge following here in Sparta. People love your school district.
Sure, Nikki, and I'm one of those people who love this district. I've spent all but 2 years of my career here. I've been here since 1987, and I can tell you that it's the community and it's the parental support for all of our efforts. Whether it's our academic programming, our community is always there, our parents are here. They come out for all of our group and night events, not just our athletic events, which are also very popular, as you said, but our music, our art programs, our theater programs. Our parents and the community are so supportive. And also the Sparta Educational Foundation, which is so supportive of us, and they fundraise for us, and they have just done so many wonderful things, and it's really the community support, and that's what makes this school so successful.
And that's wonderful that you give it back to the community. I'm personally, where I live, I'm on the PTC, and I understand what it takes as a mom to get involved and what it takes to make these school functions go round, because that's where you do get so many of your funds with fundraising and whatnot, to have those volunteers. How important is it for your moms and dads to come out and stay involved?
It's very important, and I can tell you, whether it's my high school PSTO here, we probably have 30 to 50 members. We usually have about 30 people at those meetings each month. So whether it's that kind of a group or our boosters, our sports booster clubs, our band booster clubs, most of our programs have booster clubs, and that's all the parents. That's parents and community members. We have community members who don't have children in the district anymore, but they are here for everything, supporting us, and it's vital. It's vital to any public school.
That's awesome, and there really is such a support here, as you can see. Tell me, what do you guys drink in the water here that you have such good athletics? What are the kids doing? It's unbelievable. You've got such a competitive football team and so many different sports here that it really is an exciting part to going to Sparta.
I think it's not so much what they drink in the water, which I know we all say that, but again, it comes to support. When you have a community and parents who support, they drive their children, from the time they're 5 years old to these events, and the town programs and the rec programs, that's really what drives a high school program and the successes behind it. And again, you can't, when you're a public school, you have to point to the community and the parents.
Yes. I love it. You are giving props to the right people. It's true. We're driving these kids around from the time, they're 5 years old. Eventually, you see these great programs start from the ground up, which obviously is one of them here in Sparta. So with school underway here, Janet, tell me what you're most excited for this year.
I'm always excited for the kids to come back the first day. As much as we all love summer, we wouldn't be in education if we didn't want the students back in the building. So some of the things early on in the year that I'm looking forward to, we have a number of new courses. We have, again, just academically, we have some theater courses and drama courses this year that are new, some new AP courses. We have some donations from the Sparta Ed Foundation with Chromebooks, so we have many more students using Chromebooks within the classroom. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to something on the 24th of September. Our upper field at Veterans is going to be dedicated to one of our former teachers and coaches, Mr. Manny Reese, on the 24th. So I'm really looking forward to that dedication. and I'm just looking forward to the whole school year. As my second year principal, I can't wait for the kids to get back.
Wonderful. Well, you guys are so lucky here in Sparta to have such a wonderful woman behind you and behind community support. Janet, it was such a pleasure meeting you, talking with you, and you're going to have a wonderful school year. I can see it.
Absolutely, Nikki. Thank you.
No problem. All right, folks, next up on Positively Sparta, Jerry Morelli. He visited the middle school. Check it out.
There's kind of two things that take place. Number one, we take the student information into account and start that scheduling, and that's 812 students this year. So I'll talk a little bit about that. And then the other part, and probably the biggest endeavor over the summer, is the maintenance of the building. And I'm going to let my head custodian, Mr. Demsek, talk about that. But back to the students, 812 students this year will be registering. We build the schedule first, and what we always do at the end of the previous year is look to see what we can do to improve that. Last year we added an academic assistance period where students were able to meet their teachers for any additional help they may need, and that was built in at the end of the lunch period. After looking at that, it was a very successful program, but we looked how can we improve that, and what we've done this year is added that period to the end of the day. So all the students at the same time will be able to meet their teachers throughout the building during that last 22-minute period. And again, we moved that to the end of the day, so we think that's an improvement.
Principal Gregory says there's a lot of preparation for the school year.
We do work very hard here. We have a crew of 6 full-timers with 3 summer help. 1 is dedicated to painting. We start with 1 classroom, and every classroom gets the same treatment. Everything gets emptied out, disinfected, and sterilized. Then we work on taking the wax off the floor, reapplying the wax. We have 52 classrooms here at Sparta Middle School, not including art rooms, media center, band, instrumentals, art, chorus. There are many classrooms, and there's many areas that get used. And as Mr. Gregory was explaining, the building is not always entirely empty. So there is the factor of students and children still in the building, so safety is always a first priority for us here. The guys that we have here, they work very hard. The summer work begins probably the last week of school. We start prepping for all of the classrooms and everything, including in the cafeteria. We have a 5,500 square foot cafeteria that gets the same treatment. Everything gets disinfected. It has to be emptied. We have to take down the layers of wax and everything that has been heavily used during the school year with all of our functions.
There are some old and new faces at the Sparta Police Department, and Jerry Morelli has the story.
The Sparta Police at a recent town council meeting honored Lou Takis for his retirement and Adam Carberry for his promotion.
Hi, I'm Lieutenant John Paul Beebe. I'm the Operations Division Commander here at the Sparta Police Department. We're here at the monthly town council meeting. It's a big night for us at the Sparta Police Department. Tonight we're saying goodbye to one of our longtime officers, and we're welcoming a new sergeant. So we're going to start with 25-year veteran Louis Takis, who's standing to my left. Corporal Takis, I've known him. We've known each other since we were kids. Played Little League football with my little brother. The Takis family and the Beebe family go way back. I've spent my whole career working with Lou, and it's going to be difficult not having him around, although I know he's staying in town. Lou, tell me, being a longtime Sparta resident and a Sparta High graduate and an outstanding Sparta High athlete, and here you are now, looking back on a 25-year career where you've served this department and this township so well. Tell me what you're most proud of.
I'm just most proud of people I work with for 25 years. They always had my back, and it just went very fast. I mean, 25 years seems like it wasn't too long ago I went to the academy. But I'm just going to miss the guys I work with and the ladies and gentlemen I work with. They're going to be missed.
And over to my right here, I have 12-year veteran.
Yes, sir.
12-year veteran and Army combat veteran, Adam Carberry. Adam Carberry got promoted tonight to sergeant. I've worked with Adam for his whole career. I now have the opportunity to have him. I'll be his direct supervisor now. Now he's a sergeant assigned to the patrol division, be taking over a patrol squad. And Adam, congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
As a sergeant.
Thank you.
Tell me your past training experience. What are you going to bring to the table with your new squad? What's going to look forward to as far as being the new sergeant?
Well, I'm going to try to fill Louis Takis' shoes here with the firearms. He brought me up. As far as the new squad, I'm going to take over, and as you know, I worked under you as your second in command. I try to take everything I learned from you, Lieutenant Spitaletto, Chief Ragstad, take those same principles, values, ideas, SOPs, and apply them to the new squad. And so you can expect good things, sir. Expect good things.
Thank you, Adam.
Thanks, sir.
So for Sergeant Adam Carberry and soon-to-be retired Corporal Louis Takis, I'm Lieutenant John Paul Beebe. Good night.
Once again, the 4th of July was a big hit here in Sparta Township.
The 4th of July is always a big day in Sparta Township with the 4th of July parade. As a former Grand Marshal of this event, I can tell you I love this parade, and so do the local merchants in town, like Mike Puglisi, the owner of Casamia, who opened this pizzeria early to attract parade goers.
It's a beautiful day. This is the 21st time we do this, so we learn from previous years. We got it all ready. We expect a lot of people. It'll be a busy day.
How important is it for a local merchant to be involved, like for you to be involved in today?
Very important, very important.
The parade always a big hit here in town, and here are some sights and sounds of the 4th of July parade. Now for some clips of the 4th of July big firework display on Lake Mohawk. All right, Nikki, we're coming to you from beautiful Main Street in Sparta, and we have a story on the Pass Along Triathlon. The 7th annual Pass Along Triathlon was held on Lake Mohawk. Pass It Along is a nonprofit organization that helps teens with self-esteem issues.
I approached Diane Taylor about creating a triathlon event. Being a triathlete myself, training in and around Lake Mohawk, I thought this would be a beautiful venue. So that's kind of how it all started. I approached Diane, told her I wanted to do this event, and now 7 years later, we've got 300 plus participants that come every year for this great event for Pass It Along. It's about 60 volunteers throughout the year that help. I've got a strong committed group of committee members that help with every aspect of planning. And it's basically a whole year type of event of getting logistics, getting marketing, getting sponsorship. So it's a lot of work that goes into this event.
The overall winner from Brooklyn, New York, Brendan Offer.
It was hard today. I was surprised by the bike course. Bike course had some steep grades. But yeah, overall it's a beautiful day. They did a great job putting it on. Everything went really smoothly. I thought the swimming course was great. No confusion, and I don't know, it went well.
The overall female winner from right here in Sparta, New Jersey, Tracy Swinson.
Yeah, the old men and the old ladies go first, so usually I'm the last wave. But this time I was first, so I had to keep my pace up. Instead of picking people off, being in the last wave, I had to pick my people off early.
This year, Bill Snoffer will be inducted to the Sussex County Sports Hall of Fame for all his contributions with the Franklin Sussex Auto Mall. Morelli's got the story.
We're with Bill Snoffer, the general manager of a Nielsen Automotive Group, and Bill will be inducted into the Sussex County Sports Hall of Fame this November. Bill, congratulations. Well-deserved honor. Your contributions to the community are getting you into the Hall of Fame. Well-deserved honor. How do you feel about, first of all, being inducted into the Sussex County Sports Hall of Fame?
Well, it's truly an honor, you know, especially to be there with you, Muggs.
Yeah, thanks, Bill.
All right, but listen, you know, being an athlete for many years in this area and playing against the likes of Ferrara and Stefkovic and some of those guys back then, and you know, and then having a dealership here in the community and being able to, you know, give back wherever we can. You know, we built the playground for the YMCA. We've done a lot of other things for a lot of charities in our community, and you know, we're honored to do it, and truly blessed that Franklin Sussex Auto Mall is able to provide some of that stuff for the community.
Now, you played at Jefferson. People may not know you were a first-team All-Stater in 1976. You may have a Daily News first-team All-State. Talk about your playing career at Jefferson a little bit.
Well, I will. You know, one of the things, because I'll give you a Sussex County highlight.
Okay.
When I was a freshman, and we played High Point, I actually scored 40 points in the first half of a game against High Point as a freshman, and this is a testament to my coach, because I think one of the reasons that I became a successful basketball player was because of Joe Cleary.
Great coach.
And I will tell you, that night after scoring 40 in the freshman game, I'm sitting in the locker room and everybody was high-fiving me, and Cleary just came up to me and just told me my defense sucked.
Yeah, that's Joe.
So, and I will tell you that he ended up turning me into a pretty dang good defensive player. And not only did I, I don't know what I averaged, 23, 24 points a game, but I was probably one of the best defensive guards. I consider myself that, because even when I went to college, I covered all the All-Americans.
In Sparta, high school football is up and running. We have 4 high schools here in town, and 3 of the coaches talk about the upcoming season.
You know, we lost a lot last year. You know, everyone's saying they're not going to be too much now without Shaheem, but I like this team. I like what we got. We're going to be young, but we got a lot of young, good, real good football players. So I'm excited. I'm excited about the year.
How do you guys build off last year? That was a big thing for the school, first time ever. Now people know Sussex Tech plays winning football.
Yeah, it's it's what we've talked about since we started here, and you know, once you get that taste of that playoff atmosphere and experience, it's you can't look any less than that. And these kids know it, but we're going to go one game at a time. And right now we're just thinking about Bergen Tech.
I'm really excited about this year. I'm really excited about the kids that we have coming back. I'm excited about all the hard work that these guys have put in. It's every season's a different season, but I'm excited about the enthusiasm around the program right now.
You guys have a lot of good skilled kids back. Matthew's back at quarterback. Alex Milliken, several receivers. Just talk about the skilled guys.
Yeah, I think potentially, it could be one of the best skill classes that we coach. Starts with Matt at quarterback, going out there, and then followed by him. You have Alex running the ball. We got returning starters in Rich McDonald and Jonathan Byers. We have a couple of juniors who are eager to get onto the field as well. So potentially, I think it could be a very good skill class.
We're very excited about it. We've been building the program for this, and the teams we're playing are all top-level teams, so every week we got to be prepared. So our kids are fired up, we're fired up, our fans, so we're excited.
Talk about how important it was, obviously when Sonny went down, Ty came in after you played Quinn a little bit, but he became the starter. How important is that for him to come in with that experience, knowing he's the guy?
Yeah, I mean, you got good experience, like you said, in the playoff game too, Red Bank Catholic, so that was good for him. And now, we're going right away. We're scrimmaging Westmore Central, then it's Immaculata, and then it's game scrimmage in Bosco. So, we'll get right into it right away.
Now, last year you were young in offense. a little experience on defense this year. Got almost a whole linebacker except for Sammy, Burrell, Neal. And just talk about this offense was ready to score some points.
Yeah, I mean, it's really all about being up front, you know, how physical we are and on both sides of the ball, especially when you're playing in the big north and teams like that. So our kids up front understand that. That's really the line of scrimmage game is critical. You know, we feel like we got some guys that if we get the ball and give them some space, they'll make plays, but really it's up front that's a really critical point.
The Unger Men's Summer Basketball League had a great finish. Dan Cleary was there for the championship.
All right, it's a winner-take-all Game 3 final here at Ungerman, and Team Gent takes a 6-2 lead here on the nice up-and-under move from Angelo Mangiero of Roxbury. Then it's Drew Jacobs and Mendham rattling the three-pointer in from the wing, and it's 14-9 Team Gent here in the first half. Now watch newly named Mount Olive boys basketball coach Mike Tobin with the kick, and he attacks the basket, and he's fouled to cut Gent's lead to 2, 14-12. And it's Sussex County's all-time leading scorer, Matt Tobin of Apacon, taking the feed from his brother for the three, and Team Tobin goes up by 3, 17-14. Now watch the big guy, the veteran Eric Gent, pop the three, and Team Gent goes back up by 2, 19-17. Former Hofstra player Mike Rzuski then makes it 28-22 Gent with this step-back three, and it's a 6-point ball game. But Team Tobin makes it a 2-point game here before the half with his nice hoop off the look from Mike Tobin as its former Apacon star Kyle Henderson with the basket, but Team Gent has the 28-26 lead. Second half we go, and Team Tobin comes out on fire, and it's former Mount Olive star Allman Hozick with a nice touch, and Tobin's on a 13-5 run with a 39-33 lead. Then it's Matt Tobin with a terrific body control on this drive to the hoop, and Tobin has a 45-36 lead. Team Tobin continues its hot hand, while sharpshooter Chris McElvain of Sparta with the wing three to push Team Tobin's lead to 10, and Tobin's up by 10, 48-38 before the rains came. All right, don't adjust your television, folks, as we go inside to Dreamfield to complete this game, and it's Ryan Kelly with the hoop for Team Gent, and it's a 3-point game, 48-45 Tobin with about 10 minutes to go. But it's Mike Tobin with the answer for Team Tobin as he knocks down the three as Tobin's team goes up by 6, 51-45. Team Gent is trying to stay in it. Watch Mike Rzuski with the nice look inside to Kyle Maslak, and it's now a 4-point game, 51-47 Tobin. And Tobin wraps up the title here as Allman Hozick converts as Team Tobin tops Team Gent 64-52 to win the series 2-1.
A local business has been celebrating 60 years in business here in Sparta. Jerry Morelli has the story.
The Plaza Barber Shop is a staple in Sparta. It's been open for 60 years.
I started working here in 1965 on July 5th, and I worked here for about 9 years, and then the owner wanted to sell it to me on September 11th, 1972. And I bought it, and I've been happy ever since.
Tell us how much pleasure you get out of owning this shop and seeing all the people and customers every day.
I love coming to work every day. I meet new faces, new people, have fun, laugh. It's a place to be fun, lots of fun.
And tell us about this hat collection. How did it all get started?
The hat collection started in 1983. Pope John won a state title, and they brought me a hat. And then 1987, they won it again, and they brought me another hat. And then from then on, it just kept coming in, hats after hats after hats.
It's so special just to be part of the whole community here in Sparta and Sussex County in general. But it's you see a lot of great young kids grow up and all nice families. It's just wonderful.
And what do you love about your job the most?
Zero stress, and I just love getting up, going to work.
Plaza Barbershop's great. I've been here 25 years. Love it. Have a good time. We all get along good. The customers that we have come in is very, very good. They're great customers. And Sparta is a good town. Nice people. Everybody gets along with everybody else, and we have a good time.
You've been coming here for 50 years now.
Yes.
Tell us why this place is so special.
Well, he's been a buddy of mine since I was a kid. And we come here and we got a good laugh every once in a while. I tell them you put a hat on, you always look good when you go out.
One local high school went away to football camp with some help from some moms. Morelli has more.
It's a lot of preparing weeks before. The booster board usually gets together sign-up sheets. We send it out to all the families. We not only have mothers, we have fathers as well. They get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, cooking Taylor ham, egg, and cheese sandwiches. We always have food delivered here to camp by 6 a.m. That way, after the boys are done with their early bird sessions, they're ready to eat. Lunch is served by 12 p.m. and dinner by 6:30, all home-cooked meals.
All right, and how important is it for you as a mom to be involved in this with I guess your son is a player for the team?
He is. He's he's going to be a sophomore, and we do it to support the entire team. We're here to make sure that the boys are fed. The board takes a lot of time, puts together lists for all the incoming freshmen so they know what to expect. Supplies that they will need. So it's really for the entire team.
If someone wants to get in touch with the Booster Club and be a part of it, and they're watching this interview, how do they go about it?
They can email us by emailing sussextechmustangs@yahoo.com, or they can look at our Sussex Tech football booster page on Facebook.
And speaking of summer camp, Morelli has a story about a local camp that has been a staple in the community for many years.
Camp Sacagawea is definitely a huge asset to the Sparta community. We have so much to offer here, so many different activities, field trips throughout the summer, and I don't think many other towns in the area have this.
It's a really rewarding experience to really be on the other side of everything. I really adored this camp as a kid, and I love being the person that now gives this love for camp and sports and activities to the kids now, and being on the other end of it.
Our camp is a day camp. It runs from 8:30 in the morning till 5 in the afternoon. We have lakes, we have games, we have bike riding, we have crafts. It's a way for kids to get out and do things and get away from technology and away from the house and just be a kid again.
How important is it for young people to attend a camp like this rather than stay home and be on their iPad or iPhone?
Extremely important. I think it's so important to stay active, to stay social, to do different activities. Not only is it important to get outside every day and do things, but it's really important to go and have new experiences. At camp, this is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. It's not like school where we're making you do a lot of work. You're doing fun things, you're trying new things, we're going to new places and on different adventures, and I really think it's important for all kids of all ages.
So important, just like Emily said. I think times have definitely changed from when I was a kid, but Camp Sacagawea has stayed the same. It's like a little vacation for the kids. They're not just sitting home on the couch. Definitely staying active is huge.
Our last story is about the Sparta Cancer Center looking to help people live longer.
Sparta Cancer Center, the only advanced oncology center in Sussex County.
The Sparta Cancer Center is able to provide comprehensive cancer services to anybody who has been diagnosed with cancer, and the key is that we offer these services to the local community so that people don't have to travel far to get excellent comprehensive care. The most satisfying, I would say, is really just seeing the patients through the treatments and then seeing them when they come back fully recovered and basically leading their normal lives and getting back to the way they were before all this started.
Sparta Cancer Center, 89 Sparta Avenue, Suite 130. Treated right here.
So that does it for this edition of Positively Sparta. We thank you so much for your support. Our next show will be in November. For Positively Sparta, I'm your host, Nikki Morville. Have a good night.